Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Learn LaTeX. Alrighty, so we're going to be working on tables today. And yes, this is not LaTeX, this is Google Sheets. And that's because there's an add-on that will literally take anything that we make in Google Sheets and automatically make the LaTeX syntax for us. So that's kind of awesome. So let's just make a very basic table just so we can see how this process works. Here's X, here is Y, and we'll just do 0 equals sign 1 plus the number above it. I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to hold shift and go down about here. Oh, I overshot it by 1. We'll end it at 10. Now I'll just do 2x plus 3. So equal sign 2 times x plus 3. And Google is kind enough to fill that in for us. So now that we have the following, we're going to go to add-ons. And it's not default, but let's get an add-on. And when the marketplace pops up, we want the add-on. We'll just search LaTeX. And LaTeX kit, LaTeX it, right? Click that. And it's literally all about taking tables that are in Google Sheets and turning it into LaTeX. So we're going to double click this. App is not allowed for install by admin. I am on my school account. So let's hold on just a second, shall we? All right, here we go. So now I'm in Firefox on my personal account. So this should work fine. So I'll go to add-ons, and I already have it installed on my personal. So again, it was in get add-ons. Just type in LaTeX until LaTeX kit comes up. And then you just install it. Once it's installed, you can select your table, go to add-ons, and then just make table. That's it. You just need to make the table, export to file. I don't want to export it to anything. I can literally copy it out of this. I never need to create a bunch of stuff. So begin tabular, CC. So you can see that there's a lot of typing if you wanted to do this in LaTeX itself. So doing it in a spreadsheet program that is built, Control C, that is built to do this for you is so nice. So now we can just go right into LaTeX and paste this in and be done with it. So now that we're back in LaTeX, let's go find the appropriate section. We're in all of our analysis sections here. So data, Control V, and then F5. There we go. This is where the pretty graphs go. Now, this really doesn't look pretty. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work to pretty it up. First, we will import a package. This package is going to be book tabs. Use package, book tabs. And this is for, whoops, wrong one. It's just for better table output. So I'll run this. Good. Everything went according to plan and literally nothing happened. Excellent. The next thing that we're going to do is slash begin table. And slash end table. And I'm going to run this. I spelled begin wrong. There we go. Okay, so now something has definitely happened. So now what we've done is we've put this in its own special environment. So there's a couple of things that we have to do when we make a table environment. And one of them is to put this little h here in brackets. When I run this, that's like being super emphatic that I want the table to go here. Usually, LaTeX tries to put tables and pictures at the very top of a page or the very bottom of a page. But I want that to be front and center, like right where the data section is. I don't want it all over the place. So H is for here. Just put it where it shows up in the LaTeX part of my document. Put it there on the PDF as well. Now, the reason that I like table environments is because you can caption these. And this is my table, but it's not exactly centered. My caption is centered, but my table isn't centered. But we can fix that with /centering. So it naturally indented that for me. And so I'm also going to select everything and hit tab and indent this as well. And then I'll hit F5 again. And now my table shifts over and takes up that center space, which is very useful. So now I have a caption and I have a table, but it's still not quite correct. It's still not quite what I want. So there's a few other commands that we need to go through first. So the first one is top rule. So as soon as I type in top rule, we get a nice bar on the very top. Now, next to my header column, I want to type in mid rule. And we can see that a mid rule was inserted. And then at the very bottom, we're going to put bottom rule. And so now we have a top, mid, and bottom rule on our table that makes it a lot more organized and easy to look at. Now, you will very, very rarely, if ever, see horizontal rules in between your values in a professional table. It's kind of viewed as if you need horizontal separators or even vertical separators, you've just built your table poorly. So this is actually something far more common, and you'll just see some nice spacing to separate the columns themselves. Now, there is something that we can do that isn't necessary on this particular table, but when you have longer tables that have different sized items in each column, it becomes important. Let's select from tabular to tabular. Now, up here on our bar, there's this blue bar over here. It's called Align Columns. When I click it, notice that LaTeX, or I'm sorry, in this particular case, Text Studio actually reorganized everything. 0 to 10 has now been aligned by its first character. All of the ampersands have been aligned. The 3 through 23 have been aligned. All of the double slashes have been aligned. The mid rules and the bottom rule, the top rule has been shifted down. So this has been done for for organizational purposes. And this is super, super helpful. And believe it or not, that's all there is to tables. You make them in Google Sheets and you copy them back over into LaTeX. You add a top, mid, and bottom rule to everything, and you're good to go.